All right, so this week I get a first-time caller on an X Space, and he asked me more about the purpose of this channel on YouTube, and he kind of put me on the spot. It's like 200 people on the freaking X Space, and I was like, "Oh, can I demur and get back to you?" So I'm going to talk a little bit more about it here and respond to him, and and go into also why digital cash is so important to be a part of that purpose. So when I talk about digital cash, I'm talking about Bitcoin, of course. So let's break that all down right now. So my name is Gavin Gregory. Actually testified in the freaking Satoshi case this week. That was pretty cool, right? Put my neck on the line, testified, got all sorts of hate mail, from G Maxwell and company, who absolutely just trolled me and said that I'm the worst person ever. I'm a crybaby and all these bad things that I am. So pretty fun to be able to do that. It takes a little bit of courage to get out there. I mean, I'm not anybody significant when I'm talking about actually, with Craig himself, who really went in there to the fire. And took the abuse and didn't back freaking down. He didn't back down to the machine. He didn't back down to the courts. When he had the opportunity to dismiss his case, he said, "If you dismiss your case, Craig," that's what Cope was telling him, "we'll go ahead and drop your sentencing. You're not going to go to jail." That's what's called coercion. It's an absolute criminal chargeable offense. It's called coercion. You cannot threaten someone with jail if they don't, to take their civil suit down. I mean, it's potentially alleged coercion, okay? I mean, I'm not 100% sure how the UK, they got some pretty loose laws out there, I think. But anyways, amazing. That was part of my more and more freedom. So I want to talk about the purpose, though, and that is freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of choice, economic freedom, freedom of decision, freedom of religion, freedom of petition, all the first 10 bills of rights inside the Constitution. Thank you to my freaking, hero amongst hero, which is the legendary James Madison, just a 21-year-old prodigy, just an absolute prodigy. I mean, he was just a boy, and Jefferson had him author those Bill of Rights. It's Madison that did that, Federalist Papers. Madison doesn't get credit. He's just a quiet little boy, pen and sword, just freaking an absolute prodigy. He authored that stuff. And here we are today with these rights authored by this 21-year-old, prodigy, thanks to Thomas Jefferson. I mean, of course, the founders all put them together, but here we are. And so expanding on those rights so that we can have more and more freedom. And it really starts with the First Amendment. Thank you to Madison, because freedom of choice, freedom of religion is everything. If you have that right with freedom of choice, freedom of petition, redress of grievances, rights, duties, and remedies, these are absolutely the essential elements of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about my passion about this channel, because I believe that the Creator put us in this opportunity so that we can exercise free will, and free will in a society by the people is a happy society. It's paradise. It's heaven on earth. And so that's part of my purpose here. By doing that, it's accomplished through digital cash, because now we're living in the digital world, internet, everybody's online. And less people are able to trade in person. Yes, gold and silver are legal tender in the United States, but less people are trading in person now. And we don't use gold and silver as money and currency. We have these Federal Reserve notes. And so we could trade in cash with Federal Reserve notes, but most of us are online. And a lot of people I deal with are all online. So we need a way to have digital cash online. Now, when I say digital cash, I'm not talking about the stuff that's Michael Saylor and that troll Jack Mallers talk about. These guys are rent seekers. They want you to buy another product from them so that you can use BTC, which is not Bitcoin. I'm not taught when they say, "Oh, this is Bitcoin," that's just a complete lie. It is not Bitcoin. And I'm sorry that Copa and these people are going to get upset about this. And it's just not, it doesn't follow the white paper. And that's still yet to be determined for another day. But the part of this channel is promoting digital cash, because when we have digital cash, then a story of a creator by the name of Liz. And I had her on the space on a show this week. It was on the Wednesday show where Craig Wright came into court for the contempt. And her name is Liz C. She's been deplatformed on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. The list goes on. Debanked, not allowed to bank. Why? Not because she did something illegal, not because she broke the law, not because she was charged criminally, not because of fraud, but because of the journalism that she practiced, it was too much against those companies that controlled the censorship and that were all centralized. So when she talked about exposing them, they deplatformed her and said it wasn't allowed. That topic is not allowed because it hurt their business model. You can't talk about that. They deplatform you. So she's out there exposing a topic which I can't even discuss here because it's completely taboo, even though it's not against the law. Just can't bring it up. But an example like that, is why I'm passionate about getting this information about with digital cash, because if she has a way, and she's like contacting me on this on the space, asking questions about, I want to learn about Bitcoin. I want to learn about Satoshi. I've heard there's a lot of fraud. Mostly all of these are all scams. And she's 100% right. It's actually 99% scams, including the biggest scam of them all, which is called BTC. It's the biggest Ponzi scheme of them all. And when I say that, I mean the reason it's just a blatant scam is because it's not digital cash. It's the whole purpose of what Bitcoin is to have digital cash for the world, peer-to-peer digital cash. That's simple. But that's not digital cash. It's something else. What is it? It's a rent-seeking platform where you go in there, you log in, you start using it. It doesn't work. So now you have to go somewhere else, back to the legacy system. They call it layer 2, layer 3, whatever they want to call it. It's a rent-seeking platform, whatever name you want to use by it. You got to go over to their controlled system to use the thing. Why? Because then they get control again. They keep control. And that's what their whole purpose is. They want to keep power. If they can keep you and I from transacting peer-to-peer, see, they can control us. That way, in case Liz wants to talk about these journalist topics that are off topic, that are not allowed, well, they could shut her account down again. They could still seize her assets over there at Coinbase, at Kraken, or any of these other centralized exchanges that, like this troll Jack Mallers talks about, that says, everybody should buy BTC and then use my platform, whatever he calls it. I don't even know. Whatever it's called, it's just another platform. I think it's called Lightning Network. I think it's Lightning Network is what he's involved in. Yeah, Lightning Network. That's right. And it's just a failed project of basically a way to. It's a rent-seeking platform. Him and Dorsey and these others, Sloppy Jack, promoted to take you away from peer-to-peer cash, get us away from digital cash, because it's a great opportunity for those guys to make a lot of money, and they can keep control and power. See, they get lots of power and control. So when you see people supporting COPA, hating on me, terrorizing me because I testified in the COPA in the Satoshi trial, which I did. I put in an affidavit because I just testified as an independent, neutral third party. I have no skin in the game on either side, dude. I'm not working for Craig. I don't work for COPA. I just watched the trial and reported on the whole thing. And when I saw the absolute corruption happen, and I know the law, I know the procedures. And when I saw that happen, okay, and the lack of disclosure by Judge Mudd, which thank you to Jack Pitts, has got his name right, because it's no longer Miller anymore, it's Mudd. It's true. Jack Pitts had a great video show with me over the summer, and he called him out. He's like, his name's going to be Mudd if he doesn't get this right. Well, he not only didn't get it right, he made it worse. He made it absolutely worse for himself, because when he was challenged through a proper judicial challenge by Craig Wright and myself as an affidavit and testimony and support, he just went ahead and ruled on his own disqualification. That's totally not allowed, dude. I don't care what civilized society you live in. If a judge rules on himself, that's not justice. You can't, hey, I want to go, imagine you just decide on your own, on you. I don't care what rule or BS that he wants to bring. That doesn't work that way. You have to go to another judge, even if it's just all an act and it's just a show, because we're going to screw this person anyways. Well, just make it look like it's kind of a justice system. But he just refused to do that. He's like, I'm not going to do that. I'll just rule on my own. Disqualification. Denied. This is all BS. I wasn't at any COPA event. I didn't go to a COPA event, he said. He was very upset. He wrote that. He didn't go to a COPA event. Didn't go to a KIPA event. Didn't go to a COPA KIPA event. This is a new fact in the court right now. Did he go to a COPA event? He says he didn't. So when he says he didn't, well, now what? Another judge has to rule on that. But instead, he says it doesn't matter because he's almighty. He's the Almighty. He's no longer a judge. Now he's Almighty. That makes him mud, because a judge still has to serve the people and still has a duty. He's not Almighty. He's not the Almighty one. He's supposed to be a judge, a neutral third party. And once you show that right there when he was challenged, we know for a fact now that his name is mud. It's not just going to be mud. It is mud. His name is mud permanently in history. It's going down. I'm making the call. Thank you to Jack Pitts for bringing it out there. I can talk about it now. So, but when I talk about freedom, it has to do with a justice system. When we have a just us system like Judge Mudd over there is a part of, where he rules on his own disqualification with a new fact put in saying, I didn't go to a COPA event. There wasn't any COPA event. Okay, so be it. Maybe there wasn't. But you still got to bring it to another judge and say, that was a stupid allegation, Dr. Wright. You're wrong. Fine. But that never happened. Because it didn't happen, that judge is out, dude. He's disqualified. He had lost jurisdiction at that point, and the whole case is problematic. And his reputation is just absolute mud, dog crap from now on. Because the whole world's watching Satoshi trial. This is going to be the, this is a big deal. And all you had to do was just bring it over to Arnold, let Arnold look at it and say, oh, this is stupid, this is wrong. You're right, Judge Miller. You're right. And he would have been able to redeem some qualities. At least he, in my opinion, I would have still had some respect for him if he did that. But when that was like the final test, because if he goes in there and absolutely just, refuses to go through that little tiny step, which would have been just one more court day, he would have just basically had a one more court day, right? Like at a minimum. It could have been later that afternoon. Shoot, he could have brought it over there and to a judge down the hall, come back later that afternoon for all I care. It wouldn't have mattered. But he still have to be looked at by someone else. He doesn't do that. He's the Almighty. So by not having a justice system, that is a lack of freedom. So I'm passionate about that because, we don't have justice. We got only just us. And since I'm not in that just us system over there, Craig Wright's not in it. And if you're watching this video, you're not in it either. So none of us are in it. It's only for them. That's it. So that's not freedom because we don't have a right to redress of grievances over there. Now we have the same type of problems over here in the US, but we got just a better judicial system and a better process to go to challenge these people, writs and, ways to get the judge fired from the bench. I will have to share a great, transcript and audio from a court case that I had, that I get a lot of slack at, when I did a court case with, about a bunch of court cases, but, I pretty much, by taking on the banks, by taking on these BlackRock institutional companies, BlackRock affiliates, which I've done, they have a lot of power, a lot of financial at stake. And so when you win, which I beat them fair and square on a court case, they came back for retribution and hammered me, made up a fake case, a completely BS case, said I broke into a house, never happened, said I did all these things. I sued them for it. Okay. I sued them to counter the whole thing. And I couldn't get my consumer rights figured out. Anyways, it's just the case. I ended up losing on that aspect of it. But I made him hurt, dude. I made him freaking go through the whole problem of it. And I guess what happened? The judge, he got canned because when I lost that case against him, it was a completely fake case. I never got trial. It was just a bogus lie. After I beat him fair and square on the first case, they make up a second case. Just a completely fake case that never even happened. The facts never even occurred. The first case occurred, I won. Then when they lost the first one, they brought it. Anyways, I'll have to go into it again in another show sometime in the future. I'll break it all down. But, that judge lost his judgeship after that because I'm like relentless, bro. If you're not going to follow your job at all, then I'm sorry. I freaking stood outside of the courtroom for, a store of the courthouse. And I got friends out there. I got freaking fraternity brothers, like an army of people, dude. I mean, I got a lot of loyal people, that I grew up with, this is in Sacramento. And so, fraternity brothers, like we came out there, freaking started signing the petition, get this judge fired from the bench. So I'd sit out there outside of the courthouse and everybody sign to get this judge removed from his job. So I did a recall on the judge, a recall. I know that's crazy. I didn't get paid for this. But I freaking got all these signatures And, it's like a recall for the governor, but it's for a bad judge, a corrupt judge. And I mean, dude, I wasn't like, oh, I'm a sore loser. No, it was blatant. It was blatant and obvious. I saw the procedures. Dude, exactly what it is. And I'll break it down sometime on a show where I can actually show my, my transcript. And I actually have the recordings from the court when I went in there and did this and challenged the judge on all this. It's freaking, dude, it's amazing. It's an amazing freaking court hearing. And you will laugh, dude, when you see this judge. I don't have the video, but I have the recording. When he jumps and what's happening, and he's freaking jumping up out of his chair. He leaves the bench. He was so upset because I just freaking put him on the stand. I basically put him on the stand and started cross-examining the judge. I said, I want to call the judge as a witness because he testified in my case. So it was probably one of the most badass court procedures you'll ever see. I haven't talked about it online before. So, I will have to do that. Now, I don't know if I want to call him out by name. It's not maybe, the right thing to do, but he was just a bad judge and a corrupt judge, and he's not a judge anymore, So anyways, that being said, that's what freedom's all about. We got to be able to do that. We need more people like that when you have a Judge Mudd in the UK, you freaking recall his ass like that, like I did with this guy. You start a petition, all the UK people, hey, let's stand outside the courthouse. That's what I did. I stood outside the courthouse and I started having everybody who was a voter in that town signing the petition. I had a bunch of fraternity brothers freaking who back me, who believe me, who know that I'm freaking not full of it, dude. And if I say it's this way, I'm not gonna freaking make it up, dude. They know my reputation. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna just, oh, this guy's a bad judge, dude. No, dude. They know what's up. And so a lot of people signed. I had like 100 people sign the petition in no time, or however many. It was a lot of people that signed in no time, and started the recall. Started the whole process. Then I went through the thing. Anyways, he ended up losing his judgeship. So that should happen to Judge Mudd as well. There's no reason he should be on the bench. And we need more freedom out there, not a just us system. And when a judge goes through and says, hey, it's only all about us. I'm almighty. I'm the king. And he calls himself king up there with a crown. That's not justice, bro. Sorry. It doesn't even appear like it. It's not even close. And, with the whole wigs on the first day and turning the temperature up to sauna level, 100 degrees in the courtroom, and the makeup and all that. And then the second day, Craig Wright doesn't show up. So the second day you conveniently go over there to the other courtroom. And then all of a sudden, it's like, were they wearing the wigs? I don't know. I heard they were, I heard they weren't. I'm not sure. But either way, they went to a different courtroom. And all of a sudden now that Wright shows up on a video link, which they allowed him to do now, not to testify, but the first day, now he can come in and, they know they don't have me somewhere in Asia. And now that they can't put him in jail, Judge Mudd just says, all right, well, since you disqualified me and put me on the stand and I really can't do anything anyways, we'll just give you the 2-year sentence with a 1-year, 2-year probationary period. It's a 2-year suspended sentence with a 1-year, 2-year suspended sentence with a 1-year term. So it's basically no jail time. And then he pays 144,000 pounds. So anyways, I'm freaking all over the place in this video, but my purpose here is about more freedom, and freedom happens through digital cash. In our new world that we're going in, it's all going to be through digital cash, but we have peer-to-peer cash with no trolls, no rent seekers. And these people who hate, if they're supporting COPA, either they have plausible deniability and they're just their head is not on straight. And God bless them, they don't know what they're doing. Okay, I'm with you. That's fine. But for those who truly understand this and they're supporting a system that is not digital cash, shame on them, dude. Shame on those people, because those people are either evil, or they're just completely, if they truly understand it, what they're doing, they're just evil or they're just super greedy. And they just realize that they're power hungry and greedy because they can control the people by keeping the legacy system going. I mean, if they wanted to have true freedom for the people, then everybody would be supporting global cash, global digital cash. Why wouldn't they support that? Because they want to control us. They want to control us, dude. I mean, they don't want the Bill of Rights. They don't want what Madison created. They don't want the Constitution for everybody in the whole world. They don't want people having the same rights that we have out here in America. That's the last thing they want. And it's truly when you see people going in there supporting COPA, and this censorship platform, people who censor people like Sloppy Jack and, these people that just go out there and censor everybody. And they hate economic freedom. They hate the people. And then, see, dude, it's not fair for me to say that about people. And I never would, like about, let's say this troll Mallers, I would never say this and talk bad about him. All right. If he was just part of the CFTC and he was just doing the futures tradings, I think that's great, dude. That's free market. Do it. But don't lie to everybody and tell people that you believe in this Bitcoin when all you actually are doing is creating a centralized platform so you can get everybody away from digital cash. Don't lie, dude. That's just the thing. It's just complete deception. That's just the part I don't like. If you want to promote your business, I'm all for it, dude. Promote your business, but don't lie to the people and say that Bitcoin is the future when all you're saying is my business, it needs to be used. Use Lightning Network, which I make money on. It's this third-party platform, rent-seeking platform. You need this to survive. But if you don't have that, you're not going to make it. You're not going to. It won't work. It's just totally deceptive. It's just deceptive, dude. I would never talk bad about somebody, but when they're completely deceiving people, I can't agree with that. And so that's my little rant. I'm going out to Las Vegas for the weekend. Not the weekend, but just for Christmas. So it's Saturday, but I'll get this video out here probably on tomorrow, and whatever. So I'll publish this on Sunday. I'll be on my way to Vegas, baby, with my man from S-Crypt. And I got a freaking great story on S-Crypt and the dude, the other guy that we're going with, which is dot swap. Anyways, dude, talk about freedom, bro. Man, talk about freaking absolutely rights violations. These poor guys, man. I'm one of the reasons I'm going is because I want to hear personally their story about what they've suffered and been through when living in a communist country. It's just unimaginable for me, and this guy, he's had some major persecution recently. So I'm going out there not only to Las Vegas party, I don't even freaking drink, so I haven't, I don't even drink anymore. So it's like, but I'm going out there to have fun, dude. I'm going to have fun and just have more and more freedom, do whatever, just completely be free choice, free of expression, because that's what it's all about. And I'm going to hear about their story, his story. We'll see what I can share about his persecution that he's been through, and just absolute persecution. So here he is now, and I'm gonna be able to hear it firsthand. So pretty cool to hear that. That's one of the reasons that we're actually driving, dude, from SF Bay Area here. We're gonna do a little drive time all the way there in a carpool, which is cool. I never do that. So MGM, baby, here we come. Should be a lot of fun. And I love it, man. Las Vegas till, I think we're going to be there till Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. So it's going to be it'll be like 4 days, 3 nights. Should be a lot of fun. Little Vegas Christmas trip. Living the freaking dream, man. Couldn't be any better. So anyways, that's, wanted to get more about the purpose of this channel, which is about more and more and more freedom. And how do we have more freedom these days? Through digital cash, peer-to-peer cash, digital cash, just cash. But digital. It's as simple as that. Just cash, digital. Think about that. You and I transact. No rent seekers. Nobody between us. No trolls. No trolls trying to get money from you. Saying, hey, this is digital cash over here. But by the way, you got to use my platform to use it. And if you're poor Liz, we don't like what you're doing, we're going to shut you down. Sorry. You don't get to use it. You don't get to use this anymore. No cash for you. Sorry. What? I thought it was cash. See, they can't shut down cash. They don't want you to use paper cash anymore. They're trying to get rid of that. But digital cash is the freaking new frontier. That's why Bitcoin, the original version, is freedom's final frontier. Okay? That's my mantra, dude. That's my freaking pitch. Bitcoin, not BTC, Bitcoin is freedom's final frontier. I'm reading the book by Zem Gao now, learning from the master. It's called Bit and Coin. So I got that book off Amazon. I'm reading it. It's high level. It's a freaking spiritual book. It's about where Bitcoin came from. It's super high level, dude. So let me tell you, man, it's like you're learning from a master physicist, master scientist, master attorney, patent attorney. The guy's a genius, dude. So it's a high level book. It's not your type of book for entertainment. All right. So it's a slow read, and I'm like, whoa, dude, this is high level. But it's something I'm going to be talking about when I get more of a handle on it and understanding it, so I can talk about it openly. And I'm teaching myself from this guy, Sem Gao. You know, he's not going with us tomorrow, but he's good friends with Script, you know. So, you know, maybe we'll call him in the car. You know, he's not been willing to do any shows with me. You know, I understand. He testified in the case as well. Anyways, more and more freedom. That's what we're all about. Digital cash for the world. No censorship. No rent seekers. No freaking, you know, fake people promoting a platform, calling it Bitcoin when all they're doing is saying, come over here to my platform. That's freaking not freedom, dude. That's not freedom, you know? And we need more and more freedom, which is all about digital cash. So stay tuned to the next video. I got some shorts coming out, which will be really good, talking about some interviews I did, spaces I did. I'm going to do a show with Kurt and Liz on X here coming up soon. I've got other shows scheduled, but probably not until after Christmas. So I'm going to do probably on a new interview shows probably till next Friday. So a week from 6 days. But I'll still be putting out content. I'll have some videos I'll do in Las Vegas as well. So, all right, dude, hit the ones. Leave a comment. Share this video, man. If you want more freedom, if you hate freedom, you hate digital cash, you hate the idea of, and you like censorship. You love censorship. You love submitting all your rights over to a third party. Keep supporting COPA. Keep supporting BTC. Okay? Because that's what you're supporting. When you support BTC and COPA, you are supporting censorship. You are supporting the old legacy system of giving up your rights to another party, letting somebody else control you. You are supporting deplatforming person like Liz or Barron Trump. Melania Trump got debanked. They didn't like what she said. They debanked her. You don't have a bank. You can't have a bank account anymore. You're out of here. Get out of here. What? The president's family debanked? Crazy, dude. Yeah. So if you love that sort of thing and you love debanking people because they talked about a subject which you know, maybe you don't like, you disagree with. If that's the world you want to live in, then keep supporting COPA, keep supporting BTC. Good luck. Good luck to you. If you want freedom, dude, subscribe and hit the freaking ones, and I'll see you at the top later.